Okay, we're back from our break. So, Chris, during the break, we were talking about vanity metrics, and we all got real excited when we were talking about the difference of how we know that people are watching us on Facebook, even if they're not engaging with us per se on Facebook. Because wouldn't you agree, Jennifer, there's a lot of people who are looking at your thing, they're looking at your pictures, they're looking at your posts, but just because they don't like them doesn't mean they're not reading them.
Absolutely.
But we're getting trained through Facebook advertising, right? That in order, you have to be engaged. So talk to us about this vanity metrics a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
And how we can get a reaction. How do we get that phone to ring?
If you let's put it in context for a second.
Okay.
You ever been flipping through Facebook and you see one of these videos and it says it's been viewed 1.7 million times?
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
And there are, I don't know, 150 comments?
Yes.
So there are 1.5 million people that actually saw that video.
Okay.
Maybe shared it, maybe told somebody else, maybe they're going to go search it later and pull it up again, because we never do those things, right?
No.
But they didn't comment, they didn't like, they didn't share it. So the vast majority of things that happen online and digitally are happening without one of those vanity metrics, likes, comments, and shares. You can track things. I'm not saying completely ignore them, but for the most part, yes. As long as you have as long as you know who it is that you're trying to target, and you're looking at it from marketing is like dating, and I can go on for years and years about this. They don't care about you. If I'm trying, she doesn't care if I'm a great guy or not. I just have to make sure. Made sure I told her. Great shoes. Like, she wants to talk about her. It's the context, right?
So it's more quality than it is quantity.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
Okay. Yes. So when you look at that, there are ways that you can track things.
Okay.
So if you're using something like a URL shortener, like bit.ly, bit.ly, everybody should use it. All you have to do is put any link in there.
Okay.
And you can shorten that link and add that to your Facebook message if we're using that context, right?
Okay.
And you can put it in there. Anytime somebody clicks on that, it's going to show you exactly where they're coming from, what's happening, and how effective that is.
So Bit.ly tracks.
Yes.
Versus if I just say go to ChristyPorter.com, I never know who's been
and
there.
There's only so much you can do with Google Analytics and your website and everything else, because maybe you have people going to the same page from different sources.
Right.
You don't know if it's working on Instagram or Facebook unless you do some of that tracking stuff.
Okay.
And making sure you're focusing on all the things that are happening outside of it. Don't just post something and say, okay, I have to go on to something else. No, get involved in those conversations. And that's how you can know what's working and what's not, and if you're on the right path.
Okay.
But it comes with planning, and most people don't plan. They say, oh, so there's a social media marketing company, so they'll post my Facebook page twice a day. Perfect. Oh, a couple $100, here you go.
Right.
Awesome, easy. I don't have to think about it. That's why engagement rates are, 2%, or even view rates are 2% right now.
So how do you feel about Buffer? Because I know Buffer is one of those sites
I
where
love Buffer.
For our audiences who don't know, explain Buffer.
Buffer is, you can take anything that you're going to post on social media, on your Facebook page, Twitter, not Instagram, it's different, not Snapchat, obviously, but you can post that on there, and it'll add it to your queue, and it'll just, you tell it when you want it to post, on what days and what times, and it'll add it to it. The disadvantage is, there's only I love automation. I'm an automation technology geek. I can't stop it, and it's great for those things, but it's a very small portion of it. What you post on any of those channels is at most 10% of what happens.
Okay.
So Buffer's great within certain constraints.
Okay.
Great especially if you're limited on time.
Right.
And Facebook advertising, if you're in small business, you need to do Facebook advertising. But
Why do we need to do Facebook advertising? Expand on that for me, Chris. Because I hear that we need to.
Yes.
And it's on the to-do list.
Yes.
And then it gets rolled over to the next day.
Well, because you're going to be spending money on it.
Right.
Yeah.
And Facebook's free. But then you're going to be spending money. What's the logical thing I want to spend money on as a business owner? Something that's going to give me a direct return.
Right.
I'm playing checkers instead of playing chess.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, what's my ROI? I spent $20 on this ad. Did I get that $20 back?
Right.
Or did I get $40 back? Instead of going, okay, I need people to get into my funnel, so I'm going to take that video that's not a direct sales link. He's not getting anything out of it, but I know it's going to be something that they get. It's going to engage them, get them in my funnel, get them liking and getting engaged in the page, making phone calls, setting up for our email account, or emails. It's going to get them in that funnel. So it's not a direct, we're playing chess. The days of...
Great analogy. I love the playing chess thing. It's very strategic.
It really is.
Versus the instant gratification of, king me. Right?
That's why most people fail at marketing, because they think that way. It's just...
Right. it's not instant.
Gloves
enough for
off.
'em.
That's what happens. That's
Right.
exactly right.
All right, this has been a great show. Thanks, Chris, for coming on. We've enjoyed having you. I'm just kidding.
Got to go.
And that was all marketing. Very good. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's what spot on, because with having the strategy of the marketing, we want that instant feel good. You saw my video, you liked it, and now I'm selling your house.
But if you think of it the other way around, when was the last time you were on Facebook and you liked seeing a sponsored ad?
Never.
I never yeah.
Never.
Never.
And it doesn't help that it says sponsor ad
Right.
underneath.
Right.
So then I just skim right over it, because
Right,
then
but-
I'm going to get spammed. I know.
It's not something you are really interested in at all.
Right.
But if it's very targeted, I take the exact opposite approach of Facebook that everybody else does. I want everything out there for Facebook to understand, because the more that somebody's looking, they, as a marketer, I don't want to put my message. I don't want to spend money on people that aren't interested in things. I'm not going to work with a realtor and want to put a listing that's way outside of their budget that they're not looking for. I want to find the people they're looking for. So the trifecta is the right person at the right time with the right message.
That's the trifecta. Is that what you just
That
said?
is it. That's the holy grail of marketing.
Nice. I
Those
like
three
it.
things.
And I actually had a question for you when it comes to marketing, because I've heard that people have developed, because we've had the internet age for so long now, blind spots
Yep.
to ads.
Oh, 100%. So Google, because it's not all digital, it's everywhere. That's what I help with us. But even with Google, their paid advertisements, their pay-per-click, they just took away the right side. They completely took out the right side. It's gone now. Now instead of having three paid
That's
spots.
right. There used to be on the
Yeah.
right-hand side the Google ads.
Exactly.
I
So
forgot
now
about that.
was just a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. So now instead of having three at the top and the right side, they took the right side completely away and they added the fourth one on the top.
I never even paid attention.
The right side on Facebook ads, you don't
Right.
see it, but that's branding.
Yep.
It's actually very effective. YouTube, you see those ads or click to play. You probably didn't know that for the first 23 seconds, if you click, you're waiting, you're hovering over the skip.
Right, skip ad,
Whenever
skip
you
ad.
do that, the person that did the ad, you might not click on it right there, but it didn't cost them a penny.
You mean it costs them when you hit skip the
No,
ad?
it doesn't
No.
cost
It
the
doesn't?
advertiser
Okay.
when you just skip right over. It has to go for 5 seconds. It changes from time to time.
Gotcha.
It
Wow,
has to
that's
go for 5
brilliant.
seconds past that. So when you just hover and click, they don't even charge them.
Oh, wow.
Secrets
very-
revealed here on Real Estate Matters with Chris.
Very
Right.
effective when you're looking
Yeah.
for the right person.
I love that. That's really good. Well, and that's helpful for us because we don't understand it, because we're all running our businesses.
You have what you do and what you focus on, and you
Right.
should focus on that because it is very complicated. And I couldn't sell a house if I had to.
Oh, now, yes, you could.
I could.
Chris.
My wife could. I'd say she just walked.
I
in.
adore your wife. She definitely could. I will tell you that.
Yeah, she
yes.
tolerates me. So
No. All right. Chris, let's let our audience and listeners know how to get a hold of you so they can also maybe have this consultation time with you to help build their business up. So tell us,
Yeah.
how do we get a hold of you?
it's very easy to get a hold of me.
Okay.
With a name like Chris Perry, we're all over the place.
But we want the correct Chris Perry.
The correct Chris Perry is very easy to find. You can look on any social media platform. You can look anywhere online. Just type in "Hi Chris Perry."
Hi, Chris Perry.
That's my username everywhere.
I
Oh,
love
wow.
it. That's brilliant.
Send me a message. Get in touch with me. I'll help you. I don't try to sell people on anything. I just help where I can and let everything else work.
Awesome. And we're going to have that contact information on our Facebook page, Real Estate Matters with Christy Porter and Tamika Bryant as well. So if you go to our Facebook page, you can also get a hold of both of you guys, both Chris Perry with No Brainer Marketing. Sorry. No hyphen Brainer
Look for Hi
Marketing.
Chris Perry.
Yes. Just stick with Hi Chris Perry. That's right. And Jennifer Johnson with A Perfect Spot for You. This has been a great show. Have you guys enjoyed it as much as I have?
Yes, I would have
Awesome.
to say
It's
so.
been awesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I don't have sand and sun like Tamika where she's at right now, but you know what?
Maybe
We'll-
next time.
That's
Maybe
right.
we'll shoot from the beach.
Ah, that's a great idea. Let's go to the beach. Where is there a beach in Kansas? Oh, Olathe Lake. We could do that. Longview Lake. Ooh, let's start now.
Hillsdale.
Hillsdale. Hey, there's Lake Perry.
There's Lake Perry. We should
There's,
go to
oh,
Lake Perry.
that's
With
that's
Chris
where we have
Perry.
to go.
Not the
And
same
maybe
without
Katy
palm
Perry.
trees.
I know. We'll survive. We'll survive.
survive.
Okay. But thanks again. So this has been Real Estate Matters with Christy Porter, Chris Perry, Jennifer Johnson on TV25. We'll see you next week.